Hi guys, I'm Esther KJ. If you're interested in studying abroad for your master's, PhD, and you really don't know where to start, you've heard of fully funded scholarship, partially funded scholarships, and you're confused. You're like, Esther, which country should I go to? What of after I'm done with studies? What next? Oh my God, you are at the right place. Welcome to the scholarship room. Here we're going to talk about the different types of scholarships you need to know. We're going to talk about application, your application checklist. We're going to talk about things that you should even consider before you think of doing a postgraduate. So, welcome guys. So, first, what is even a scholarship? A scholarship is basically a financial support that covers your study. It basically means that you're not paying to study in that particular university. Sounds simple, right? But I need you to know that not all scholarships are the same. We have some that cover everything, like your flight, your tuition, your study, living expenses. Those ones we call them fully funded scholarships. Then we have the ones that just cover only your tuition and you have to like cater for yourself. There are also some that come with jobs though. So know that every scholarship is different and reading what they cover is very important. So anytime you see a scholarship or hear about a scholarship, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. The first question is, what does it cover? You don't want to be applying for a partially funded scholarship when you actually want a fully funded scholarship. Now the second thing is who sponsors it, because it can either be the government or it can be the university, and most times university scholarships are usually partially funded. Now the last question is, how are the candidates selected? So I'll give you an example. If it's a government scholarship, you usually have to do an interview. But if it's a university scholarship, sometimes you don't need to do an interview. Once you apply, you're already considered. So let me break these questions down. The first question is, what does it cover? Now we have fully funded scholarships and now we have partially funded scholarships. For fully funded scholarships, this basically covers your full tuition and gives you a living stipend. So basically, they pay you after they paid your school fees. And we have so many. We have Chevening for the UK. We have PTDF if you're in Nigerian. We have a lot. We have Erasmus Mundus. We also have some external scholarships that you can actually find on University Financial Aid website. Now the second one is partially funded scholarships. These ones, they only cover a part of your tuition, or sometimes they don't even cover your tuition. What they do is that they give you a stipend and then you pay for your tuition. So some examples would be like university scholarships. In fact, these scholarships, once you apply, you are considered for it. But in terms of just giving you a living stipend, one would be Tiger Excellence Scholarship for France. They just give you the stipend, but you have to pay for your school fees. Now, moving on to the second question. So the second question is, who sponsors the scholarship? It can be funded by the government, such as Chevening, funded by the UK government, or PTDF, or it can be funded by the university. You can find university scholarships in almost every university you check in the world. Or lastly, it can be funded by an external organization. An example would be like MasterCard Foundation Scholarship or Total Energy Scholarship. So you know what the scholarship covers and you know who sponsors it. Now, the next question will be, Esther, how can I become a scholar? Which brings me to the last question. How are the candidates or scholars selected? Now, for some scholarships such as Chevening, PTDF, it's merit-based. You have to earn it. Your essays have to show that you are the one they should sponsor. Now, we also have need-based, which also doesn't mean that you don't have to write essays. You also still need to write essays. But you also need to show that, okay, my finances cannot take me for this master's. I need help. And for this, we're also talking about MasterCard scholarship. So I hope when next you see a scholarship, you ask yourself these questions. And now, follow for my next video, because we've talked about what you should ask yourself once you see the scholarships. But you also need to build your profile. You don't want to see a scholarship that fits you and that's when you're just building your profile. You need a strategy. when applying for scholarships, especially fully funded scholarships. So, if studying abroad for your postgraduate studies is part of your plan, part of your vision board, hit that subscribe button and stay with me. Remember, in the scholarship room, we plan with clarity, strategy, and confidence. Bye.